Good Saturday morning, everybody, if it's morning where you're at this point in time. Thank you for joining me today. I'm playing a little different than what I've been playing lately with Pokemon Fire Red. I wanted more of a chill, easy morning. So if you haven't heard of this game, this is called FusionFall Retribution. A FusionFall Retro, if you will. So I'll get to the history of it, but this is based off the Cartoon Network FusionFall game from, oh gosh, it's been probably almost 20 years since it started. I think it was like 2008-ish, but I'm not going to play as my character that I have built up, but I'm going to start a new character for today. Normally I go with Charlie Sassy Storm as my character on here, but today we'll figure something else out new. But I'm going to create a new character. I wanted to let you guys see the intro of this too, in case you weren't familiar with the game. Okay, what to do this time around? I was like, originally, should I just make a character with the same name? But I'm like, well, that's no fun. I'll probably keep Charlie as my, let me just get to a C here. As my first name. There we go. Let's see. I'm never good at names. I was originally going to get my character created before I went live and just start right in, but I kind of wanted everybody to be able to see the intro of the storyline in case you have never heard of FusionFall or haven't played FusionFall. If you haven't, I highly suggest you try it because, man, I really like Sassy something though. Well, let's go Shadow. That's a fun one. Shadow. Ooh, Charlie Shadowcaster. I like that one. We'll go with that one. Okay, good. And it like reset my hair. I don't think that's what I had. Clean cut, I'm pretty sure. Let's go gamer face. You can't even tell the eye color very well. All the outfits have the same benefits to them for when you first start out. So I just like to go with what I think looks good. Let's just go with some jeans. Actually, just kind of like the shoes. Good enough. Good old Dee Dee messing everything up for Dexter, you know? I love when there's any kind of crossover stuff like this. Like, if anybody ever watched the DC Arrowverse, which includes Legends of Tomorrow, I just love crossover. I mean, the MCU, you know, but now we have to do the little tutorial. I have. This was my always like my comfort game to play when I was younger. This is a very simple game, but it's fun. And I technically never have beat it, in all honesty. Even when it was original, this I could never beat the final boss, Fuse. But eventually I'll get to it. But so basically, Cartoon Network actually created this game back in 2008. I don't know. Eventually, after a few years, they stopped updating it or anything like that. And then it kind of just sat dead forever. You couldn't play it. And then some amazing devs were like, oh, let's reboot it. So, not really reboot, but bring it back to life. Excuse me. And they were putting together, they put retro together like this, where you could play it as it was when it was first brought out by Cartoon Network. And then they were going to make their own legacy version. And they had like a blog where they would update and share little teases and stuff for Legacy, and oh my gosh, it looked great. They were updating the graphics, they were adding more characters, new POIs. It was awesome. Cartoon Network didn't seem to mind, like Warner Brothers didn't seem to mind that they were doing it, as long as they weren't making a profit. And then, of course, somebody had to go and ruin it and make false accusations, and then Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network, whoever was, owns the IP, was like, you guys can't do it anymore, unfortunately. But they still do add some things into Retribution here. They do. I'll pause for a second. But anyways, they still do add some stuff in once in a while to Retribution. They do holiday events and stuff. Right now they have Ice King. So right now we're in the future, and so until we get to level 5, then we'll go back to the past. So in the past, they have the Ice King event going on right now. They do something around the holidays, for FusionFall's birthday. So I wish they would have been able to continue with Legacy, because that would have been awesome to have come out. That got shut down. I don't know. Probably been a couple years now. But the nice thing is they update Retribution, but they also have where you can play where it's just the old files in general, where there's no updates or anything. So FusionFall had originally 2 different versions of it. The original one where it had the past like this one, and then they eventually added an academy. I hate that you can't skip this stuff if you've played it before, but it's whatever. And then they added another version that had added the Academy, which replaced the future. That added like Generator Rex in it, Adventure Time. Finn was in it. Changed the nanos, which we'll learn about here in a second. Good old Buttercup. So, it's a pretty simple game, It was a big MMO game. But I guess I didn't finish what I was saying about the Academy in the original version. They still have those where you can play them, where it's just like that. But I like to play Retribution, where it adds the new stuff and everything, too. It kind of sucks that Cartoon Network gave up on this game, but I mean, Cartoon Network's not what it used to be, anyways. So, the one thing that stinks about this first Nano with Buttercup is you normally get to choose between 3 different powers that a Nano has, but it automatically gives you one for Buttercup since it's the first one. Normally, once we get to the past, I would grind hardcore to change her power, where I can get more fusion matter per mission, but I won't worry about that because that takes a little bit of time. I'll just wait till a future one. Once I get to a point, I can show you the nano screen that shows all the different nanos that you can collect through the game. See, like, the deck spot has a little Santa hat on it because it's the winter event's still going on for right now. So, I mean, once the winter event's over, you know, one of the spawns earlier had reindeer horns. So, it's honestly a very fun game if you like need something to just easily chill and play that doesn't require a lot of mind power, you know. The world, you have recognizable places all over. Sector V, you have City Hall in Townsville from Powerpuff Girls. You've got Camp Lazlo. You've got Mojo Jojo's Volcano. You've got there's Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You've got Ed, Edd n Eddy's Cul-de-sac. So yeah. If there's any more, there shouldn't be any more cutscenes, I don't think, until we get done with the future, but I will try not to talk during the cutscenes. So anytime you have a mission, you always get a little, sometimes you actually get an item or you get a mission. So let me restart the game real quick. Sorry, guys. Since the internet loves to go out every once in a while randomly when I'm using it. I love this loading screen so much. It's one of my favorite loading screens. Okay, so back to the nanos that I was showing. Okay. Panini and Jack-O-Lantern are event ones, so probably can't get those. This is, oh gosh, what is it called? This nano. Basically, this nano changes once in a while to a different one. It's basically like a test nano. And then, you know, we got number 2, Eddie, Eduardo, Blossom, Wilt, DD. Number 5, Double D there. Megas, Billy, Professor Utonium, him, Blue, Bubbles, Demongo, from Samurai Jack. Forearms, who's one of my favorite nanos, in all honesty. I do really like him. Number 1, Belladonna. So Belladonna is, well, I won't get spoiled too much, but basically Buttercup's alter ego in this game currently. Mojo Jojo. So Belladonna will come back into play in the future when we get there. That's for a while down the road, though. Mandark, Grim, or that there, Dexter, Vilgax, Swampfire, Mandy, Coco, Mac, Number 3, Computress, Hex from Benton Alien Force. Well, he is in Benton as well. Juniper Lee, Number 4, Ed, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Samurai Jack, Aku, Humongosaur, and then this is Runty. He's one of the spawns. So, anyways, let's get to the mission here. So up in the top corner, I mean, it explained it earlier, it shows where I need to go and what I need to do. So I will say it's a very simple battle technique. I wish it was a little bit more involved, but it probably would have been better in Legacy. But it's pretty simple right now. So, but anyways, are you all getting snow today? We're getting snow. I love the snow. The projection's like around 10 inches, but I don't know. As we're going right now, I'm not sure. I don't even think there's an inch on the ground. So if you guys do have snow, let me know, because I'd like to know how much you guys are getting, or projected, even if you don't have it all yet. Because I know a big majority of... Okay, looks like we're all back. I had to restart the game because the internet went out again. I don't know why the internet can't be consistent for once in its life. Because it doesn't go out like this unless you're doing something. And that's just annoying. Oh, I got turned around. But anyways, I'm going the wrong way. No snow, Mr. Avocado Man. Warm weather. I thought the snowstorm was stretching all the way across the country, basically. How warm is it there? I do not want to move to the south, though. You're more south east, though, I wouldn't say, over south. But... And then also, you have a guide mission. So that's what this one is, with this little icon. So in your journal, you can have 4 world missions, 1 guide mission, and 1 nano mission at the same time. So... Okay, I do have a question for everybody watching, though. So we have had this discussion this week that it was brought to our attention that you can't find Pib at any store or gas station, at least here in Springfield, Missouri. And you know what? It seems to be true. I looked at Come and Go, now known as Maverick, nothing there. I looked at Walmart, I looked at Hy-Vee, nothing. And I'm like, well, now that I've been talking about it, I'm craving a Pib. I mean, I'm normally a Dr. Pepper person through and through, but I do like a Pib every once in a while, and they just seem to be non-existent. Does anybody know where to find Pib? Like, legitimate question. Oh, I need to watch my health. But if you do know, please inform me so I can find some Pib. Because, like, the crazy thing is here in town, like, I know AMC has it on their Coca-Cola machine. Colton's has it on Fountain. And I want to say Texas Roadhouse does as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I might be misremembering that. Hello, Mummy Napkin. So, if you know where to find it, by all means, feel free to share. Oh, also, you won't be able to see it, but I do have a list of all of the missions in the game. I like to keep track as I go because, especially when you get later on in the game, it's hard to remember... it's hard to remember which ones you've done and which ones you haven't done, you know? I think that this storyline and everything, FusionFall, would have made an amazing um, Cartoon Network show. Especially when all the shows were still going on at that point in time. Like, could you imagine the insane crossover if they would have done that? Like, I know there's a manga series out on the interwebs that you can read that's associated with that, with like the pre-invasion as well, and like there's a lot of storyline in the missions if you actually pay attention to them. A ton of storyline, honestly. Usually when I play this, I'll listen to music, but I don't think I am legally allowed to put any music on with streaming and stuff, you know? So, sorry, you just have to listen to me talk. But hopefully I'm not too boring. I'm still trying to find my sea legs of talking during streaming. Ooh, my jet ray wings. Let my health go back up real quick. Oh, here's a weapon. Oh, that's not a weapon. Cyber eyepiece. Interesting. I don't remember ever seeing that one. And I believe, yeah, this one automatically gives you your nano missions. There's, I think it might be the Academy version that you have to go talk to NPCs to start it. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the Academy one. Will say I wish one thing that they was moved over into Retribution, excuse me, is that you could, when you were in the air, you could hold spacebar down and you would slowly be able to glide down. I don't know why Computress is talking so quiet there. Let's get rid of these things. Goodbye. Okay. Talk to number 108. Anybody ever a fan of Kids Next Door when you were younger? I loved watching Kids Next Door. I loved watching the old Saturday morning. Well, I say old, but depending on your age. Like Kids Next Door. I really like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Obviously Ben 10. Love Ben 10. Probably one of my favorite cartoons. With Scooby-Doo. I wish that, you know, this is more what Cartoon Network owned and not just the Warner Brothers scope, because like Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, they're not involved in FusionFall, you know, Batman, even though Warner Brothers owns them. It's more of what falls under the Cartoon Network umbrella. If that makes sense. There's the music. I was like, there's normally music in the areas. I guess I could show you guys the future map. It's not as very big because it's only 5 levels you do here. We got, currently we're in Sector V from Kids Next Door. And then we got Pokeoaks North and Pokeoaks South from Powerpuff Girls. Then this is Genius Grove. This is kind of where Dexter and Mandark's house lives. And then this is Peach Creek Commons from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Candy Cove, this is kind of more of a, like, themed around Candy Pirate from Sticky Beard, sorry, from Kids Next Door. Peach Creek Estates, and then Goat's Junkyard. This is kind of more centered around I might be wrong on what the show actually was called, but it's Megas XLR. I truly cannot stand, excuse me, AT&T and its non-fiber option of internet. But here we go. Time to get our Nano number 2. That's funny. I didn't think about it when I said that. Nano number 2, it isn't actually number 2 that we're getting. You could also, in the other version, if you double tapped forward, you would dash. Unfortunately, you cannot dash in Retribution. But so is life, right? Can't do everything you want. Didn't let it get ahead enough. Go away, computers. So, yeah. Tis the game. Still have a little bit of my lingering cough from being sick last weekend, and it's annoying because it's like, it doesn't hurt or anything, but it's just, I don't like coughing constantly. Hello, Bax1L_. I don't know what you put in the chat, but I mean, thanks for coming in, I guess, if you're still watching. Good, right now you can defeat Fusion number 2. Can't wait to get my 3rd Nano, though, because that's Eddie, and he's got the move Jawbreaker Break, which is a healing one. So then I don't have to wait for my health to go up. See if we got anything good in these crates. It does show also the rarity right here. Sometimes, I usually sell most of my stuff unless it's like an ultra rare thing. These gumballs you can use for your nanos. Oops. To give them a little bit of a power boost. What song is that? It's Fall Out Boy. What song is that, guys? I can only think of that intro now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look through my phone. For some reason, my song So Much You Do in the Dark is coming up, but I know it's not that one. I always usually go for this one Fast Feet because, especially until you can buy a hoverboard later on in the past at like level 10 or something, having a fast Nano that gets you around a little bit more is nice. I have an important assignment for you. Please check your inbox. Your email, sorry. Talk to number 5 in Pokey Oaks North. She has learned about the existence of a critical device that should help number 2 to repair Dexter's broken time machine. Good luck. Okay, I gotta figure out what song that is real quick. Okay, I know it's Fall Out Boy. it's Uma Thurman. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman. Bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. The stench, the stench. Yeah. Okay, man, that was crazy how long it took me to think of that. Excuse me. Okay. Look. Gumdrop. Banana poke. I personally really like trying to... I've played this so much I kind of know what missions are what. Kind of. Roughly. But I like to do it where it's going to take me into the same area. Because I don't like going back and forth. So you can just see how much of the world has been destroyed off with fusion matter. I think number 5 is right down here. Oh yeah, because we're going to talk to number 5. Durr. You also have to watch your Nano's energy levels down there in the corner, because if they dip too far, then you're kind of in trouble, and you have to wait for them to revive up, restore their health. In the future, you can get like potions that'll help them, and you can revive them. But Mandark Industries makes a thingy called the synchronization. Oh my gosh, I could not read that for a second. Synchronization engine. It should help fix the time machine, but Fuse's monsters are broken into 3 pieces. You know the fusion spawns you beat up for number 2. They're coordinating their attacks with the fusion spawns here in Pokeoaks North. We gotta get them. There are a lot of ways to get around with scampers, teleports, and other cool contraptions will send you great distances. Number 5 can tell you about it. I've just learned Fuse is trying to get his hands on a map of Pokeworks Junior High. He's planning something mean. We gotta stop him. Want to help? Okay. Cyber Stingers, Fusion Spawns, Sector 5, Pokeoaks Infected Zone. Let's do Pokeoaks Infected Zone because it's the closest thing. Right up here. If I could keep my thoughts in order. But when we go back to the future, the infected zones won't look as bad because obviously we are X amount of time in the future. You know? I keep accidentally meaning to just put number 2 away, and I keep accidentally bringing out Buttercup. Okay, let's go. I think the fusion spawns are going to be closest next. Now, in infected zones, let's not kill ourselves, but I like to just warp away because, especially if I can't get back to the beginning very quickly, you got to go all your way. You just warp back to the beginning in the infected zones only. So that makes it a lot easier. Even though you have to wait like 20 seconds, but sometimes it takes you a lot longer to get back to the front of the infected zone. Initiating warp. I should probably open my boxes and stuff that I have and see if there's anything beneficial in there. What a perfect time to open my stuff and let my health go back up. I only have 2. Thought I would have a little bit more. My multi-chat thing that I set up is just... Well, it sent me a notification, and I told it not to send me any sounds anymore. That's odd. To the cyber stingers. I don't know. I don't know what's better to use, like, message-wise on... If anybody knows a good thing to use for... That'll combine my TikTok live message feed and my Twitch live Twitch feed, that would be wonderfully helpful. Because, yeah, cyber stingers. That's what these are called down. These monsters are called down here. They're right here. They're like these dragonfly creatures. Cyber stinger. Dragonfly, wasp, yellow jacket looking creatures. Can you guys hear my fan blowing on the microphone? If so, please let me know so I can reposition that so you don't have to hear that. Switch out my shoes for some better shoes. Excuse me. You can hear my keyboard. I don't know what else to do about my keyboard, though. Is my keyboard really loud? I'm going to try to turn my fan more. Or it's not pointed towards as much. How's that sound for fan-wise? Zoom a zoom. Turn the gain down. I'll turn it down a little bit. I don't want to... Okay, I turned the gain down a level to level 2 compared to level 3 is what it was on. So let me know if that sounds better, worse. Oh, I forgot I don't have the vehicle yet. Out of instinct, pushed V. Zoom a zoom. Zoom zoom. Oh, we got our Eddie mission now. It's nano time. Let's go up here and get this one done, though, real quick. Because the nice thing is you can go over in your fusion matter by about 50 extra percent. So you can go 150%, basically. Does that make sense? I think I said that right. Maybe not. Now I gotta walk slow. The day we get better internet, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be so happy. I need fiber to get to this area, especially if we're going to be here for a while longer. It just baffles my mind how we're barely out of city limits and there's no fiber or hardly any good internet options, period. Bum, 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 bum. Excuse me. Cowabunga. I always say cowabunga on accent instead of cowabunga. Tee-hee-hee, my bad. Rip our fallen heroes. Oh, and you might be asking, how has Ben Tennyson fallen when he has the all-powerful Omnitrix? Well, Planet Fuse has messed up the Omnitrix somehow. I do not quite remember exactly how, but that is one of the big missions in the past to figure out Ben's Omnitrix glitches. So see, now once I reach Peach Creek Commons, I can warp back and forth between the two. Now I gotta go all the way to Peach Creek, though. And while we're on the way, where's Ranger Charles at on the map? Let's go get Eddie's Nano real quick while we're... Get rid of this notification. Is it still snowing? Barely. Oh, hello, number 2. You have a mission? I think this one might be closer. Yeah. I like to try to... I like to keep track of everything going on and with my missions. Excuse me, sorry. Zoom zoom. Shock tinglers are spawning nearby. Don't let them near the treehouse. Oh, out of habit, I pushed my number 3 where I usually have my healing nano. Let's see what we got from our missions here. We'll add that on. I do always like the alpha blacklight pants because they're kind of just slimming stylishly, and I like the little bit of color. Let's see, I think those are the same shoes. Zoom a zoom. I need to crop my TikTok screen a little bit and get rid of that white bar at the top for you guys. Well, now it says I'm back. Stop that. I don't know why it was doing that. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game. Because it's acting up. Because the internet is garbage. You guys ever seen White Chicks? Where she's like, I want to speak to your manager. No, better yet, I'm going to write a letter to the CEO. That's how I feel about my internet with AT&T. I'm going to write a letter to the CEO. Dadgummit, now I'm so far from where I was. All because the internet glitched out. Oh, they're not here already. They swiped through pretty quick. But I like Chronicles of Yarnia. That's so cute. It looks like their little profile picture. They make little yarn characters. Oh, I love that. That's adorable. Too bad they didn't stick around so I could compliment their name. I don't know why basic combat's showing up again. Guys, I'm so sorry about the constant internet droppings. It frustrates me so much. I feel like we're going to have to look at, see what other internet options might possibly be out there, because it's just ridiculous how bad our internet really is. You would think we're in the remote part of the county, but no. We're a mile outside, maybe a mile outside the city limits. Maybe a mile. Where's another shock tailor? There it is. But you know, so is life, I guess. The life of Missouri. Misery. Good old misery. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sorry guys, I have a lot of random jingles and stuff that go through my head once in a while. So, you'll probably have to suffer through them every once in a while. Da-da-da-da-do-do-do-do-do. Tech support. Talk to Mandark, Ingenious Grove. Okay, Cyber Stingers. Let's go talk to, excuse me, Ranger Charles. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Oh, duh. Why did I bring up number 2? I forgot I need to look at the camera. Because I have my monitors, and my other monitor has all where it's showing me what you guys are seeing, so I look over there to see. Some friends and I are playing a big old group community Among Us tonight. I'm super excited. I love playing Among Us with actual group and not random people. I mean, it's fun with random people, but then you have to type out all your messages, you know? Zoom zoom. Zoom zoom, baby. See how Buttercup gave you a slight advantage in combat? Yeah, each nano is there's 3 different types of nanos. There's adamantium. No wait. Shoot, I brought out the wrong one. Not adamantium. That's I can't remember what. Adaptium, sorry. I was like adamantium. That's not right. Adaptium, Blastons, and Cosmic. Here's how it works. A beats B, B beats C, C beats A. Adamantium. Wouldn't that be funny? I probably would have got shut down real quick by Marvel back in the day. Fusion Eddie's lair. Looking for a mission? Bum ba bum bum ba bum. And I'll let my health heal up real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, health is full. Hi, Abe Anarchy, my queen. Happy for snow day. Have you gone out and played in the snow yet? Oh, here goes the internet again. Maybe. Nope, okay. It's a good way to tell. Just scroll. I figured I'd go live a little bit today. I might go live later this afternoon if the internet doesn't quit being a little punk. Girl, you didn't get cat food ahead of time? What were you thinking? You had all week. Well, while you were out, how are the roads so far? I forgot. Oh my goodness. I forgot I'll have to feed my cats. No. The roads are okay. Oh, that's good. I mean, can't tell. The snow's come down still. But, I don't know. I was disappointed. You still off the road? Girl, don't be doubting the road then. No sliding. We don't want you to get off the road. You and cars, accidents, you know. That's a lot of different cat foods. 3? Your cats are spoiled, aren't they? But your cats are loved. I will say, I was kind of disappointed when we woke up this morning and there wasn't at least already 3 inches of snow on the ground. Like, if we don't get 10 inches, I'm going to be sad. I want a nice 10-inch snow. They're needy. I get that. Mavy's also needy, but she only gets one type of food. And maybe once in a while, I'll give her a little sweet treat. She likes apple, when I have apple and peanut butter. Well, Tom Schmidt said that, you know, morning we'd get 2 to 3 inches, wake up 2 to 3 inches on the ground, and then the rest would come in the afternoon. I mean, it's been steady all day, so who knows? Maybe we'll get what they're projecting still, but I'm just being greedy and want all the snow. Because I like a nice snow. Especially when I don't have to go anywhere. So, let's see. Okay. I think this mission's so funny that you have like 3 minutes to defeat 4 cyber stingers. Now, I guess if you were like a little kid, it might take you a second, but might as well go talk to Mandark while we're halfway to Genius Grove. Girl, don't be like, ask with the harshness. I love this game. So this is called FusionFall. I'm pretty sure I've told you about this. So this is the old Cartoon Network game where it's got like all the different Cartoon Network characters in one world where Planet Fuse invades. Basically, you're helping them fight the war. So right now I'm in the future, And for the first 5 levels, you're building the time machine because Dee Dee messed it up and sent you into the future instead of the past. Because, you know, Dee Dee always messes things up. Okay, good, you remember now. But I love this. You should play it sometime. It's very simple, but it's like a nice one to just play and not to put any thought into, really. The future looks busted as hell. Well, girl, the planet Fuses demolished this place. I mean, this is only like maybe a quarter of the map that's left from the past. And I mean, Dee Dee, she messed it up. You have to go watch my beginning of the stream so you can see the little story of how she messed it up. She always be pushing buttons she shouldn't be. She needs to keep her hands off her brother's inventions. You'd think after the first 100 times she'd learn that she just messes things up. She'd be hearing you over the phone. You know, sometimes she needs to hear the harsh reality that she's the problem. She's the problem. And you know what? She doesn't appear here in the future, so she might be... Oh, you mean your cat, Dee Dee? I totally forgot that your cat was named Dee Dee as well. That's so funny. I'm not talking about Dee Dee the cat. I'm talking about... I don't know what Dexter and Dee Dee's last name is. And do they ever say what Dee Dee and Dexter's last name is in the cartoon? No, I remembered you had a cat named Dee Dee. Well, I knew you had a cat named Dee Dee, but I didn't put the two pieces together. What does this one do? Oh, that's funny. She is named after that Dee Dee. So you kept her name from adoption? That's cute. That's like Mavie. We kept her. Mavie's named after Mavis from Hotel Transylvania because she's got kind of little bat ears. That's what they told us. And I was like, oh, I really liked the name, so we kept it. I don't remember exactly where I need to go in this one. There it is. The setup in this, I forgot how the past was a little different with the effect and zone setup. But I don't think I can hop up there. Oh, there we go. Do you like my outfit? I'm stylish, aren't I? I only wear the highest end of fashion. Don't you know? Ciao. Very nice weather we are having. Do I have to do it to a time limit? No. Perfect. Let's return to Buttercup real quick, and then we'll go over to the cul-de-sac. And then from the cul-de-sac, we will scamper back to Sector V and talk to number 2 and finish that mission out. And then we'll go back. I was going to say, I need to register the Flying Monkeys, Mojo Jojo's Flying Monkey service here. So I can fly back from Peach Creek and not have to walk 600 years to get here. See, now I can fly once I go register Peach Creek. I don't know why computers be talking so quiet, though. My Queen Abe Anarchy, if you're still listening, I have a TikTok live question, because I know you know more about this than I do. How do the little heart things work? Like, when it's, you know, it's got the hearts, and it's like, people liked, but like, how does that number work? Because it's like 597 likes. You know, hearts. I know I haven't had that many people. So, like, how does that translate? You know? Just out of curiosity. Is it based on comments and interactions? Yeah, but how do you get the hearts? Besides, like, I know you and Caleb liked my live. So, one tap is one like. I don't think I've had 597 people like it, though. I don't know. I was just curious. Because, like, my... Just tap the screen to give hearts. Oh, you gave me... You can do more than one per... Oh, okay. Well, hearts for you. I didn't know you could do multiple. I would have done that for your live the other day. Oh, infinite life. Okay, I didn't realize that. I would have kept doing that for your live the other day then. Well, you know you have my heart. Bum, 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 bum. Who is your favorite Cartoon Network character? If you have one. I mean, I'm sure you do. Or is it Dee Dee? Well, you didn't name your cat yourself, so it might not be Dee Dee. If you have a favorite Cartoon Network character, that is. Ooh, she's thinking. She said, ooh, Oh, go to sleep. Oh, no, just kidding, not Flapjack. Mordecai and Rigby. Mordecai and Rigby have had nanos. But I don't think they're in Retribution. Well, now I have to think. Let me Google something real quick. Because I'm pretty sure Mordecai, Nano, FusionFall, Retribution. I don't know if you can still get those or not. Okay, so I have to wait till I get to the past again. Oh, well, I got Panini. She's an event one, though. So I don't know if I can get her again. But, Gumball... No, not Gumball. Gumball and... What's the fish boy's name? They had ones as well, but I think they were codes. So I'll have to look at the codes when I get my... Back to the past, because that's when I can... Darwin, thank you. I've not watched The Amazing World of Gumball, in all honesty. I've seen, like, random pieces from it, but I've not, like, sat down and watched the whole thing. Do you know what I have started watching, though, that Caleb got me on? Is Naruto. I've never watched Naruto, but currently I'm a few episodes in. And it's actually pretty good, so... Okay, to the cul-de-sac. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Flapjack and Chowder, those were pretty good. Chowder isn't in here. Flapjack and Bubby, they appear as characters in the Valentine's event, so they'll probably be here next month. And Flapjack does have a nano, or did, but I don't think it's in Retribution right now. The Misadventure. Flapjack was weird. Freaking Candy Princess, or what was her name? Like, oh my gosh, those clips are always so funny. Candy Wife, not Candy Princess, Candy Wife. Oh my gosh. I would almost consider Chowder and Flapjack to be a tiny little era past, like some of these cartoons in this one, like Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10, Kids Next Door, you know. I feel like those were early 2000s, and Flapjack and Chowder were more around 2010 era. I roughly saying. Welcome to Peach Creek Commons Fortress. Big planks. It's a little rough right now, but when we get to the past, it'll look a little better. Okay, registration, please. And the registration, please. I forgot there's those two in the past too. Okay, where are the Verminators? I think those are Peach Creek Estates, yes. And the Road Golems are Peach Creek South, okay. So, from that era, I mostly watched Codename Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy. Oh, I love Billy and Mandy, too. Danny Phantom's not Cartoon Network, though. Danny Phantom is Nickelodeon. But Danny Phantom is a top-tier show as well. Loved it. Burner, 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 burner. He's a phantom. Classic, though. Man, look. I mean, Nick and Cartoon Network can be pretty easy to get mixed up, though, in all honesty. So that's understandable that you get them mixed up. I think a lot of people do, honestly, get them mixed up, too. Yeah, the old school Nick, like in the early thousands, was like Rugrats, Fairly Odd Parents. Loved Fairly Odd Parents. Never watched Rugrats. Never got into it. The Wild Thornberries. Loved the Wild Thornberries. I wish I could talk to animals. Let's see, what other early Nick's cartoons were there? Going over here to register. I was definitely a Disney kid first as well, Avery. I'm trying to think of... I feel like Danny Phantom is also one of them that's around 2010 era. I'm trying to think of what other early 2000 Nickelodeon shows. Hi, Kate. My other... I assume this is the right Kate. My other queen. If it's not the Kate I know, then I'm sorry if that's creepy. I don't know why I'm not using my number 2 nano. Fast feet. Yes. Kate, what is your profile picture? What is that? I don't think I've ever noticed your profile picture. It's like that Cardi B. Ooh, what is that? I can't do it justice. Chewbacca's son from the Star Wars Christmas special. His name's Lumpy. Oh my god, that's fantastic. I could not for the life of me tell. I mean, granted, it's pretty small on my screen here, but that's hilarious. I love that. Lumpy. Chewie and Lumpy. What's Chewie's wife's name? Is it something similar with a Y at the end? Oh, Chewie's wife is irrelevant. Kate doesn't remember. She was just talking about how no one ever asked her about her profile picture. Well, when you first joined, you didn't have a picture, and then when you said hi, it popped up, and I'm like, what the? Because it's a very unique profile picture, that's for sure. So I'm glad I could be of assistance and ask you about it. Doesn't match the aesthetic of my profile at all, but I refuse to change it. Girl, forget the aesthetic. Go for the fun profile picture. Because it's a question starter. If somebody notices it, it's going to be like, what the hell is that? So it's a good question starter, you know? That's how I envision you at this point, Kate. Dang. Should we just start calling her Lumpy? Oh. Aw, thanks. No, I wouldn't call you Lumpy. She's just a little cutie guy. What a name to name your child, though. In all honesty, guys. Lumpy. This is my child, Lumpy. I'd be like, why the hell did you name me Lumpy? Same smile and everything. I need a side-by-side comparison. I need a side-by-side comparison, like when I said that, compared her to the creature from Wednesday in Discord. I can't remember what the picture was associated with that comparison, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The wretched halls of hell. Girl, this is my eternal weekend. I'm not going back to the wretched halls of hell. Wow, I forgot about that. You're actually blocked now. How could you forget about that? I thought it was so funny. But I do love you, Kate. I can't remember what picture it was even that made me think of that. Hello, Samurai Jack. If I could give you a nice little bow, I would. The Wingstop pick. Oh, that's right, eating the fry. Because your eye, it was the eye. It was the eyes. What you had one eye, at least in the angle, one eye was bigger than the other eye, and so it looked like how the creature's eyes were in Wednesday. That's right. I remember now. It was just the eyes that made me think of that. That was it. I promise. You don't look like the creature in Wednesday. She's never escaping that picture. It was an accurate reference. Thank you, thank you. I mean, you know, sometimes people just catch us on a bad photo, angle-wise or something like that. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. I don't want to take on the three of them. It was the Gen AI Apple uses to fill in low light. I don't like that. Keeps you humble. I don't like the AI stuff. Like, get rid of it. Gone. I went and watched Mercy last night. You guys know what Mercy is with Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. With the AI judge, jury, and basically executioner. Honestly, kind of a scary thing, because, like, they probably would try to make that a reality with AI stuff. And I'm very much not about the AI stuff. Like, and it was very much, like, pro-AI, it felt like, because it was, like, almost like AI just needs to learn. I ain't watching no damn Chris Pratt AI movie. Understandable. I really did like Rebecca Ferguson as the AI judge. She unfortunately just had to stare down the barrel of a camera the whole time, but Chris Pratt, he was overacting. It's like, my dude, calm down. So. Oh wait, this is not who I want. I accidentally took on the wrong person. Let's open my things while I heal. Like, what happened to him? He's so different from when he was in Parks and Rec. Yeah. You have to change your game on your TikTok info. How do I change my game on my TikTok info? Can I still change it? I don't know how to change it. I don't even know how I did it the first time, in all honesty. Because when I did the go live thing, it didn't mention about changing the game. These petroleum punks always take so long to find my item. It's all on live info at the top. Okay, let me look here. Live info. Live center. Oh, wait. Let's share your live info. Oh, wait, here we go. I'm going to be able to change it. Oh, I see. I did. That's why I accidentally didn't change. How do I get rid of? I better get rid of this guy before he attacks me while I'm standing here. Yeah, FusionFall is not an option in the drop-down menu, unfortunately. I'll let it sit there for a second. Maybe it'll come up. Okay, deliver to Mandark, number 2. No. Can I just delete the game I'm playing? Like, it won't let me uncheck it. Okay, well, I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Hi, Kate. Are you playing Among Us with us tonight? Oh, she's already gone, I think. I assume she is. I wonder how to get rid of the game tag, though, just in general. Whoop, whoop. How many people do you have on the list, Avery, for tonight's big killing spree? Wah, just kidding. It's not killing spree. It's Among Us. Probably shouldn't say killing spree on TikTok Live. I'll get banned or something. Hi, Archie Cat 2021. How's it going? You guys get any snow today? Wherever you're at in the world? Heck yeah. I told Caleb he should play with us as well, but I don't know if he actually will or not. Is the jump pad over here on this one? No snow in Washington. Wow, I'm surprised Washington's not getting any snow. Washington usually has snow. Let's see, we're probably about an inch right now in Springfield, Missouri. I would guess. I don't know for sure. I haven't gone outside, but it's not fully covering the tops of the grass yet. But it's consistently snowing too, so I'm hoping for a nice coat of it on the ground today. Especially since I don't have to go anywhere this weekend. I'll tell him, Avery. Where am I going? Where are you headed? To Sector V. Ooh, Avery, I can show you the KMD treehouse now. Because you weren't here earlier for that, I don't think. See it in all its glory. Now, when we go back to the past, it'll actually be standing up higher off the ground, but it's just sunken down into the ground right now because of all the fusion matter in the world. This is where number 2 is. Won the mission. Okay, now I'm going to go talk to number 5. They got these cocoa machines around. Oh, it doesn't make the cocoa noise. I thought it did. Oh, there it did it. It was just delayed. Avery, on Twitch, in the chat, will it tell you when somebody joins to watch? I know I love Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's not in the future. It's gone because this is the only part of the map that's left. But in the past, the world is so much more expansive, and Foster's Home is in there. Oh, it doesn't tell you when somebody joined? That's That's lame. I can't say hi then when they join. Oh well, I guess. Let me see here. But number 2. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Avery, did you ever watch Johnny Bravo? I felt like you were a Johnny Bravo girly. I don't know why. It just feels like you would say stuff he would, his, not mannerism, but you would repeat stuff he'd say for fun. A little bit. I think you try to take on his accent. It is FusionFall Enigma mode. Enigma mode, however you pronounce your name. It's FusionFall Retribution. I love that somebody recognized FusionFall. So, FusionFall Retribution is some you might not have heard about it. It's not through Cartoon Network anymore. It's some people brought it back like through the game files and everything, and so there's a Discord group and you can download it through there with FusionFall launcher, and you can play the old versions where it was like with just the past and everything, or you can play it where they have the Academy version, or Retribution where the devs will still add in events and stuff too. But the devs were working on something called FusionFall Legacy, where they were updating all the graphics and everything, and they were adding new POIs and character models in and everything, which was going to be so much fun. But then, like, Cartoon Network didn't really care, whoever owns the IP, Warner Brothers. They were fine with them making it, as long as they weren't making a profit off of it. And then somebody made some false accusations because they were jealous that they couldn't have the files themselves, and they got it shut down. So now we just have Retribution where they update it every once in a while, but I like to go back and play for nostalgia. So if you want, I can always shoot you an invite to the Discord if you want to play it. I don't have my Discord open. Of course. How do I share a Discord? Okay, I will figure that out on how to send that to you when I get done streaming today. If you just shoot me a message on TikTok, I'll figure that out and get that over to you today. Because I might have to have somebody remind me how to share a Discord, because I've never invited anybody to Discord, in all honesty. Click the name at the top of Discord and hit invite and copy the link. Here, let me see if I can do it on my phone real quick. Thank you, Abe. Oh, here we go. Copy link.
Asking
Okay, I just sent that to you in Discord. I mean, not Discord. TikTok. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I really love just replaying, because this was one of my favorite games to play as a child. I say child, but I was early teens maybe. Because I think, if I remember, it came out in like 2008 and was live for a couple of years. Maybe it was 2006. Okay. There we go. Because right now they have the Ice King winter event going on, so he's back in the past, where you can defeat like what's his name? Gunther, the little penguin from Adventure Time. Man, it's crazy to have somebody recognize FusionFall, because anytime I ever bring up FusionFall to anybody, they're like, what's that? And I'm like, one of the best games that was ever created and got struck down in its prime. Excuse me. Dang it, I gotta go back up here to these spawns. I love going back and watching the commercials just on on YouTube, because they were so much fun to just watch. Cozy by Daylight. Hello. What do you mean you've lost the game? Oh, is this like that game where if you mention something or something? My other stream on Twitch or on TikTok? Twitch? Well, that's weird. Why would it be streaming like that? I have it open here. Okay. That's odd. Okay, I'll have you help me with that later. Learning's fun. Probably also has to do with our crap internet. I told Caleb he should call A&T and be like, where's fiber? You said it was coming. Where's it at? Get on it. Have you guys watched White Chicks before? I said this earlier, but I'll ask again, because I don't think anybody was here at that point. OBS, always on OBS. Yeah, oh, good. Caleb hadn't seen it, and I showed it to him a few months ago. I'm like, how have you never seen White Chicks? But you remember the scene where she's like, I want to speak to your manager. No, better yet, I'm going to write a letter to the manager. Or the letter to the CEO. You know, that scene. That's what I'm going to do with AT&T. I'm going to be like, let me speak to your manager. No, I'm actually going to write a letter to the CEO because you guys have crap internet and crap service. This is 2026. We should have better product. So let's get on that. Need one more bad bureau. Burrow. Oh, AT&T's the worst, my dude. Because we're like a mile outside of our city limits. So, like, you would think that they would have some better options, or even more options than just, like, AT&T and one other provider. No. We have AT&T, and I think Spectrum is our other option? I don't quite remember. And it's like, what is this? It's ridiculous. And it's like, we're only a mile outside of the city. You could at least have fiber. Thank you. Thank you, Enigma. I greatly appreciate your condolences, because it's rough. Today alone, it's been steady for the last half an hour or so. But when I first started streaming today, it disconnected so much. And it just disconnects for like 30 seconds at a time. And it's just so frustrating. And it's like, why? Because it's always the internet goes out when you're doing something. Like if I do an interview from home, it goes out when I'm. But you know, on a normal day, no, it doesn't go out. Downloads take an eternity. It's just ridiculous. Sorry, I'm just venting about internet now. I know nobody really cares about that, but it's just so frustrating. Ooh, you play some Fortnite? I do love some Fortnite.